I can't bless a chaotic house. Welcome, everyone. I am your transformational public speaking coach, Coach Vuyanzi. Welcome to the Find Your Voice show, where we are helping Black women leaders to find their voice from the inside out so they can communicate with confidence and clarity and get the results they need. Today we're talking about decluttering. I can't bless a chaotic house, is what God said to me one day. Some of you at times may use the word the universe, some of you the divine, some of you infinite intelligence. I am of the ilk that I use the word God. Back to the story. I had a vision. I actually was meditating, and I had this vision of, I won't go into exactly what it was, but the bottom line is the message was God was telling me, get your in order because I can't bless your chaotic house. There were things that I was neglecting. Even some mail had been piling up that I had not opened at that time. And I can acknowledge that it was about avoidance. The anxiety came with thinking about confronting my own stuff represented in the mail unopened or in whatever piles were starting to build up around my apartment at that time. However, I pushed past the anxiety and I began to get myself in order. We're talking about decluttering. When we think of decluttering, many of us automatically think about stuff in our homes and throwing out stuff. Queen, that's just a part of it. Decluttering is connected to mind, body, and soul. When you deal with it, that is self care. And that's what this is about today. Decluttering and it being a way of self care. So, decluttering your body. When I use the terminology body, I think about something that's tangible. So, it could be the stuff that's in your home. Remember, there is a flow of energy, things are moving all the time. And many of us would like to be not just transformational, but feel the impact of being a transformational public speaker. Many of you want money, wealth, prosperity when it comes to speaking, and it is available to you, but sometimes it may have a little trouble reaching you because there's too much stuff blocking the flow of energy. So, decluttering. If you have that anxiety that comes up, then begin to manage it through meditation, perhaps. Because as you confront that stuff, right, we're talking about body, tangible, you will feel the lifting of the burden and get a sense of peace. Decluttering your mind. We are bombarded from every side, every day. Whether we're looking at social media, and really, let's just put social media out there because, as much as we may say, I don't do social media, if you're on YouTube, isn't that a form of social media? If you're most of the things that you're looking at, it's social and it's media. So it may not be Instagram or Facebook or Twitter or I don't know, Snapchat. But nevertheless, it's something that is cluttering your mind. What are you filling your mind with? Listen, I have to put a check on that. Instagram, after years of kind of going back and forth, I could just sit there and flip all day. I don't do it all day, but I could. What am I putting into my mind? There's sometimes that I'm flipping and I just get frustrated for a moment with myself and say, what the hell am I looking at? Boop. And I cut it off. Sometimes for me, I have to get to the level of frustration. Is it the same for you? Maybe you need to push yourself into frustration so that you can begin that decluttering of the mind to put down that phone. What are you cluttering your mind with? The news. Sorry, folks, I don't mean to blast you out nor to offend you. However, Queen, what does watching the news on a daily basis do for you? For me, there are negative thoughts. However, when I see it, I know I feel bad. That tells you something. When you start to feel bad, it's time for the decluttering of your mind. It's being flooded a lot of times with negativity. When we're looking at the news, they're not reporting good things. They're reporting bad stuff. And yes, we should know this stuff. Then get an app on your phone so you can get an alert. I get alerts on my phone so I can look at it. And I don't have to sit there listening and listening over and over again to it. So we mentioned the body and the mind. And lastly, hey, I'm pausing for the cause. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're loving this, do it now. It may be a bit of a gray area, but it's about your soul. Decluttering your soul. A while back, I went to a church that would talk about soul ties. What were soul ties? I can say that they were saying if you had been with a mate that really isn't a person who you be with for the rest of your life, when you have sex with them, there's a soul tie. I'm not here to talk about sex, not this time. However, what I'm here to say is for you to ask yourself, what have you tied your soul to that keeps residence there, that keeps your soul cluttered? It's time for the decluttering of it. A lot of these things we can get them by simply meditating. Meditating reveals things to us. I told you about the vision I had. Meditating helps clear the mind, not for the sake of clearing it just to be clear, but for clarity in everything around you. So it's time to declutter that soul. Some of times it may be a person that it's time for you to let go. Sometimes they are things connected to the body, right? Things that it's time for you to let go. What is your soul still tied to, Queen? Decluttering for self-love. I can guarantee you, when you start to declutter your mind, your body, your soul, there is a sense of peace. Don't forget to subscribe. Click the button below. Don't forget, I have a free gift for you. The 5 steps to becoming a transformational public speaker. And you have tuned in to Find Your Voice where we're helping Black women leaders to find their voice from the inside out so that they can communicate with confidence, with clarity, and get the results they desire. If something resonated with you today, make sure you type what it was down there in the comments. I want to hear from you. Click on like too. Don't forget about that. And share this message with someone else by actually clicking on share. Don't just do word of mouth like a rumor. Just actually click on share. Okay, Queen. Mwah.